Going through radiation therapy for cancer can be a scary experience. Uh, there are a lot of fears about the side effects from high doses of radiation, and some of these concerns are similar to those for going through cancer chemotherapy that I addressed in the previous video, such as nausea, fatigue, hair loss. But some of the side effects to be concerned about are unique to radiation therapy, such as radiation damage to the skin in the area where you're being treated, with a lot of redness and some burning. But also the side effects are specific to the part of the body that's being radiated, such as for head and neck, concerns about the damage to the salivary glands, and also osteonecrosis of the bones, and even potential fractures of the bones. And then in the chest, you can have damage to the lungs or the heart, and you can, in the pelvis and abdomen, you can have damage to the intestines, bladder, and so these are all potential areas of concern. We're going to use EFT, emotional freedom techniques, to address some of these fears. We're going to combine it with color breathing, therapeutic shaking, and self-hypnosis with imagery and visualization. The way we're going to start is with a setup phrase, which is just, we're going to find the sore spots by rubbing on your collarbones and then going down onto the ribs, where you find a sore spot in between the ribs. And we're going to say the setup phrase, even though I have a fear of radiation therapy side effects, I deeply and completely accept myself. 2 more times. Even though I have fear of radiation therapy side effects, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have fear of radiation therapy side effects, I deeply and completely accept myself. And then we'll take a deep breath in and out, and this we're going to use color breathing. So think of your favorite healing color and breathe in that color, and then think of the fear color and breathe that out. And we'll do that in between each step. Now we're going to start with just the sound bite from the setup phrase, which is fear of radiation therapy side effects. Start tapping on the eyebrow point. Fear of radiation therapy side effects, side of your eye, fear of radiation therapy side effects, under your eye, fear of radiation therapy side effects, under your nose, fear of radiation therapy side effects, on your chin, fear of radiation therapy side effects, on your collarbone, you can cross over to the other side, and I usually tap 5 or 6 times, just long enough to say the phrase. Fear of radiation therapy side effects, under your arm, fear of radiation therapy side effects, below your breast, on the lower ribs you can find, fear of radiation therapy side effects, and on top of your head, fear of radiation therapy side effects. Deep breath in and out. Favorite color in and scary color going out. Then we're going to switch hands and really address all the different concerns. Start tapping on this side at the eyebrow point. Fear of radiation therapy side effects. Side of your eye, I'm worried about my skin getting burned. Under your eye, I'm worried about fatigue and nausea and hair loss. I'm worried about damage to my salivary glands or my bones. I'm worried about damage to my heart and lungs. Worried about damage to my intestines and bladder. And all of these side effects could happen depending on what part of the body I'm having treated. And then also fear of having to hold still for the treatment and wear some sort of a mask or positioning device. Top of your head. So all those fears of radiation therapy side effects. Deep breath in and out. And then we're going to switch hands and now address, do the neutralize technique to attempt to find a reset point in your body with these concerns. So start here with fear of radiation therapy side effects. Side of your eye, I'm going to do everything I can to minimize them. Under your eye, but there are probably some things I can't control. Well, I'm going to control what I can, and then there's things that the radiation therapist is going to have to make decisions about. I'm going to ask him to collimate the beam as closely as possible to the area of concern and avoid all the other organs. I'm sure there are some organs that can't be avoided, in which case I'd like the treatment to be directed to the cancer and away from all my normal tissues. And I'm curious to see how well I can do with the radiation therapy. Deep breath in and out. And here, we just want to, again, favorite color in, and then breathe it out. And then we're going to now shift to focusing on what you really want. So I want emotional freedom now. I want all my organs to be protected and have the radiation only go to impact the cancer cells themselves. I'm going to have my skin heal quickly, and I'm going to have more energy than I expect going through this. And I'm going to maintain my ability to eat, and I'm going to look forward to having the radiation therapy do powerful effects on the cancer itself. And the rest of my body is going to be spared. And I'm going to have fun watching the cancer shrink and noticing the side effects are going to be minimized. Deep breath in and out. I just keep breathing in and out. And favorite color in, scary color going out. And when you color starts going down your arms and hands, let it shake out through your fingers, favorite color going out through your fingers, washing any scary colors down through your legs into the ground. Let your legs shake and toes wiggle, and stomp your feet if you want, just to get all the energy moving through your body, like hitting the reset key on your body. And when you're done with that process, let yourself settle down. Scan your body for any residual areas where you're having fear. Assign that a color, and then breathe your favorite color down into that area to wash it away. And when you're ready, go to your favorite healing place out in nature where you can do a little bit more work on this process. So be somewhere, a vacation spot or somewhere out in nature with all 5 of your senses. And imagine looking down at your feet in that place and finding a healing object on the ground. Just pick the first random object off the ground that you see, hold it in your hand, place it on over your body anywhere where you have some concerns about the radiation effects, and allow those fears to be absorbed into the object. And then release the object back to the earth any way you want, letting it go. Then invite your healing spirit guide who's going to guide you through the radiation therapy process. It could be recommend an angel, an animal, a spirit animal, or a wise ancestor. So take the first one who volunteers and ask them for some advice on how to get through this the most effectively. My dad actually had a dragon tattooed on his shoulder where he was getting his radiation therapy. So something like that. Ask these guide for advice as to how to best get through this whole process. And then when you're ready, go back in time, in a time machine to the past when you were healthy before you had any cancer, and tune into the feeling of wellness and health. And imagine someone took a picture of you back then and put a picture frame around that has a particular color that reminds you of health. And breathe that color into your body, put that picture frame around it, and put it up on a memory wall so you can go and tap into it anytime you need it. Then project yourself in to the recent past and think about when you found out that you're going to have radiation therapy, all the thoughts that went through your head. And now that you have deleted some of those fears, think about how you would transform your mental attitude about the radiation therapy to get the most out of it with the least side effects. So having done that, project yourself into the future when you're done with the radiation therapy, and notice that you've had fewer side effects than you expect, and the cancer has shrunk in a reasonable way that maybe even exceeds your expectations. So see yourself in that future self, and put, as if someone took a picture of you, then put a color picture frame around that feeling of the future of success from the radiation therapy, and breathe that color into your body where it needs to go. And put that picture up on the wall next to the healthy one from the past, where you've been and where you're headed. And then when you're ready, just stretch and bring those feelings back with you. And we're going to do one more quick self-hypnotic technique to get you back into that future frame of reference. So squeeze your thumb and finger together, create some tension in your shoulder, take a deep breath and open your eyes wide and hold it. And when you're ready, let your hand relax, close your eyes, and blow the breath out. And let yourself go into that future frame of reference. And you can do this in just a few 3 seconds of this technique anytime you need it. And so then come back from that and check in with your body to see if there's anything else you need to let go of. And then there are 3 other previous videos in this series. The first one was on anxiety about the cancer diagnosis. The second was about fear about going through cancer surgery. Third one was fear of chemotherapy, side effects, and then this one, and I think there'll be one more about concerns about discussing alternative therapies with your doctor, and that'll be next. So in the meantime, you can check out larryburk.com for the other videos, or letmagichappen.com, same website. And then also there are blogs and newsletters and upcoming events there as well. So best wishes for your radiation therapy success.